when a U.S. fighter pilot got into a dogfight with a UFO. In the words of Captain Edward J. Ruppelt, the man who investigated unidentified flying object reports for the U.S. Air Force in the early 1950s, the German dogfight remains one of the classic. Gorman dogfight remains one of the classics among UFO sightings. The incident, which still lacks an airtight explanation, involved a 27-minute air encounter between a veteran World War II fighter pilot named George F. Gorman and a mysterious white orb at high altitude above Fargo, North Dakota. "I've never seen anything like it," Gorman told a local newspaper following the October 1st, 1948 event. "If anyone else had reported such a thing, I would have thought they were crazy." Captain Ruppelt operated Project Blue Book, which encountered the work of Project Sun and Project Grudge, a series of hush studies conducted by the U.S. Air Force between 1947 and 1969. Its mission to determine if UFOs were a threat to national security. What makes the Gorman dogfight unique in the now declassified pages of Project Blue Book is not only the length of the encounter, but that it was recorded both on the ground and in the sky by numerous reputable sources. Here's an image, George Gorman's depiction of his UFO encounter. Yeah, that's a lot of dogfight. "60 degrees, 30,000 RPM. The object is the circle. And definitely strange. At the time of the incident, Gorman, a 25-year-old former fighter pilot, served as a second lieutenant in the North Dakota Air National Guard. It was this role that placed him behind the flight controls of a P-51 Mustang on October 1st, 1948. While the other pilots landed at Fargo's Hector Airport on the fateful evening, Gorman stayed in the air in order to get in some night flying time in the cloudless conditions. He was preparing to land at about 9 p.m. Deciding to take a closer look at the unidentified object, Gorman pulled his plane up and close to within about 1,000 yards. It's about 6 to 8 inches in diameter, clear white and completely without fuzz at the edge. Deciding to follow, Gorman tried in vain to catch up with the object, reporting that he finally got behind it at around 7,000 feet, where it made a sharp turn and headed straight for the P-51. Almost at the point of collision, Gorman dived and sent the light path over his canopy at about 500 feet, before cutting sharply once more and heading back in his direction. Just as collision seemed imminent, once again, Gorman said the object shot straight up in the air in a steep climb. The object was not seen again, but according to Gorman, he had been engaged in aerial maneuvers with it for 27 minutes. And while he had reached speeds of up to 400 miles per hour while pursuit, he couldn't keep up with whatever it was. I'm convinced that there was definite thought behind its maneuvers. I am further convinced that the object was governed by the laws of inertia because its acceleration was rapid but not immediate, and although it was able to turn fairly tight at considerable speed, it still followed a natural curve. P-51 Mustang. Gorman wasn't the only one to see the mysterious object that night. It was also witnessed by air traffic controllers Lloyd B. Jensen and H.G. Johnson, who were manning the Hector Airport Tower. According to Johnson, who reported seeing the Piper Cub and the UFO at the same time, the object was traveling at a high rate of speed. Could have been simply another aircraft. If he was chasing something that didn't look like a standard aircraft and he couldn't keep up with it, either it was too far away, He didn't realize how far away it was, or it was moving faster than the P-51 could move. What about Cold War testing? One conspiracy theory speculates that Gorman's encounter may have been with a top-secret test craft. Unlikely, though. Weather balloon? No. Weather balloons don't maneuver like that. And this is from, once again, the Gorman Dogfight incident in 1948.